Welcome from Munich with the Microsoft Surface 3, which was announced a month ago. This is a cheaper version of the Surface 3 Pro or Pro 3, which is available with an Intel Core i processor, which is a lot faster, also bigger SSDs, and everything else is a little bit faster in there. It's also thicker, of course more expensive, and there is an active fan inside. Here this is completely fanless. There is an Intel Atom processor inside that you know from also cheaper Windows 10 tablets like the Asus T100 Chi or the Acer Switch 10 or Switch 12. Now here the Surface 3 starts at $599, which is a price which is alright, but there is no pen inside the box that you can see here. This one costs $49 extra, and also still the cover keyboard costs an extra $129, which is again a little bit too much if you ask me, because then the full package, if you also maybe want a display adapter, it will cost around $750, and then you have only 32 gigs of internal memory, of which about 20 are available for you guys for full working. But of course there's a micro SD card slot inside, but more about that soon. So again, a little bit of technical specs here on the back. You can see that we have also Office 365 inside for a full year for free, and also Bluetooth, Wi-Fi and everything else that you need, like a power supply. Otherwise the box is quite simple, as it is usually with the Microsoft Surface tablets. You can just slide out the device itself that you can see here, and let me just put this to the side. Here we go. So this is the tablet. You already have seen probably my hands-on video. Here then we also have a short manual, which is not that thrilling. It just tells you how to use the stand and what the ports are, and so on, which I will show you also in a second when we turn on the device. Then we have here an extra black or white box, which has all the power adapters inside. Here we go, and that's already it from the box content. So we have one micro USB cable, not that thrilling, except for it's specially made for the Surface tablet, so connects to the side, and it also has a status LED. So a little bit simpler than the magnetic solution that Microsoft usually have or has, but of course not as perfect for just undocking it, unplugging it. Then also for that you need a power adapter, which can be of course a standard USB power adapter like from your smartphone, but here we have more amps output, so it charges faster. Let me just remove here everything, and then you can see here, this is the power adapter. It looks exactly like the ones that there were before, so you can easily just plug in here your cable that you might have for a different country, or here for example I have the European adapter that you can just dock easily like this. Here we go. Doesn't say Microsoft or doesn't have a logo anywhere on the power adapter, but of course here the USB port on the bottom. 2.5 amps at 5.2 volts is the spec here, and then we have of course the tablet itself. Quite beautiful 10.6 inch. We have the Windows button here on the side, with which one you can also turn the device on by just touching it. Also on top you have the on and off switch and the volume rocker. There is a camera on the front and the back. Still nice little Windows logo. There's no Surface type or anything on there, just the Windows logo. Then here on the side there is nothing. On the other side, though, you have your full USB port. This is the reason to buy a Surface tablet. You can use USB sticks or adapters. Then also display port, which is again amazing to dock up to 3 external monitors. Then we have micro USB for charging, headset, and of course you have your kickstand built in, which also a lot of other companies don't have, and the micro SD slot is right here, so you can easily add your more extra space. It says Microsoft here on the back, and you can of course choose between different stand positions. These are the 3 that Microsoft wants to give you, so you can close it up, have it slightly, a little bit or a little bit more here docked, or just stand it on the table. But there is actually a secret dock mode, which is if you go a little bit further, it makes a horrible sound, it gets loose here, and then you can even go a little bit further, not just like this, but almost all the way here to flatten the whole Surface tablet up. So this is quite interesting. You shouldn't do this a lot. Microsoft is saying, yeah, they know this is built in, it works with all of them, but you shouldn't do this every day, otherwise the hinge, which clicks back in at a certain position and actually only allows you to go this far, will break after a while, so don't do that too often. but you can if you want to. Otherwise, there's of course speakers built in here on the front, on the top. And again, let's just turn here on the tablet itself and try to use the camera, for example, which should start up right away because I used it before. So you can see here a little bit maybe the camera in the back, which is looking alright, but there's also a lot of reflection going on, so you don't see that much. But the selfie camera or the back camera has a good 5 megapixel quality. Then we can also switch the camera to the front camera, where you can see a little bit here the house, but also here really good quality, and especially the wide angle is quite perfect. So if you buy also the cover, you can easily dock it here on the bottom, close the whole thing up. Still slim and light, 129 bucks. Should be of course, or should make sense of course to buy. Then if you open it up, you can see here that it has the same solution to dock as the Surface Pro 3, so you can you have a little bit of a angle or you don't, you can choose it right there, and of course it turns off after you go after 180 degrees. Of course in the back the keyboard won't work anymore, and it has here, this is the German keyboard, of course all the buttons. We have also backlight inside, and also here left and right mouse button can't be missing. And still the tablet of course works with the pen, which you can buy for 49 bucks here extra if you would want that. You can easily do this or use this for drawing notes, or just start, for example, OneNote here with the click of a button, and you can start drawing and taking notes as a student. That's quite perfect. Yeah, this was already it for my first unboxing and hands-on here of the Microsoft Surface 3. Thank you much for tuning in. $599 is a little bit too much if you ask me, but otherwise still looking quite amazing here. The Microsoft tablet compared to other devices, how slim and light it is, and the price just has to go a little bit down, and then we have a really nice competitor here to Asus, Acer, and all the other companies that produce 10-inch tablets with not this good stylus technologies. Thank you much for tuning in. My name is Balhaj again, and don't forget to subscribe.